Okie dokie. Hey there, fam. How's it going? Hopefully you are having a wonderful day. And if not, let's see what we can do about it. These readings are for my kindred souls. So there's going to be a lot of relatability going on, more than likely. I'm not so much worried about reading your future, but you know, shit happens. I don't know. We'll see. Depends on what we're open to, right? But the odds are... Woo! Hello. You're gonna understand, you know? Okay. Boop. The tear. The castle. I think these came up in readings that I filmed, but I never uploaded. Interesting. The shaman. Okie dokie artichoke. The morning, the release, the rain. Tears are droplets of letting go. Once they begin to fall, we allow the swelling tide of emotion to run its elemental course. Often the tear is what is needed in order for a conversation or situation to break into the next level of intimacy and vulnerability. Some say that tears are so powerful in softening our egos that they open up a portal to the unseen world. Through our watery eyes, the ancestors catch a glimpse of us, and we are reminded of their eternal embrace. We sense our humanity, our humility, and we allow ourselves to be held. It is likely this card appears when there is grieving yet to do. I don't want to hear that. Why, Kim? A sinking down into disappointment or despair that once acknowledged will bring a shimmer of clarity to our dewy eyes. I may be wrong, but I'm getting a sense that it's nothing, like, for example, I take care of my mom, so this isn't really stuff I want to hear about right now. She, you know, I get a feeling, though, that this is something that's been in us that we haven't been. It's like, well, I already cried about that, or I've already dealt with that. It's like, are you sure? Just asking if you're sure. Maybe there isn't still something else to get through, to get out. Maybe it's just been there so long you don't even realize, right? The castle, the palace, the penthouse, the fortress. It's no wonder fairy tales tell of sleeping princesses within castle walls. Like most archetypes, the castle is loaded with duality. It represents abundant riches, seductive fantasy, ornate wonders, wonder too, why not? And lavish adornments, yet the walls are thick, cold, and shadowy. This card points to a tendency to hold on to possessions, quite possibly a literal home, or position that project the image of achievement while the soul longs to run barefoot in the forest, leaving it all behind. At times we must settle down, Yet the castle lulls us with its spell of materialism, and we fall asleep to our deepest dreams. The castle can be a motivating force, an enchanting goal to travel toward, but it is best not to linger within its walls of decadent deception for too long. Boop-de-boop-doo. Notice how castles are designed to keep things out. They defend, they separate. It is likely there is a connection and community beyond its walls that will revitalize you. Okie dokie. On to 16. And I roll right past it. The Magi, the Sorcerer, the Medicine Woman. 3 archetypal ingredients constitute the shaman, and all must be present in order to reveal its magic. First, the shaman is activated by long-standing and diligent study, the mentor. Second, its orientation is generously and accurately aimed toward the healing of the self, the other, and the culture, the healer. And third, the shaman has a knack for finding doorways to the other world, allowing psychic visions and old magic to leak into this world, the unseen. I keep getting that card a lot lately, the unseen. In this way, the shaman is a master who bridges the everyday and the sacred, revealing potent power needed desperately in our time. Yet there is power. Where there is power, there is shadow. So the shaman must be vigilant in studying their darkness. This card reminds us that the force of healing is ultimately not our own. We must shape it and share it with the world. Contrary to popular belief, the shaman archetype appears in every vocation. Teachers, directors, surgeons, politicians, and poets are just a few of the faces a shaman may wear. The shaman can't be rushed. Working with this archetype requires study and perseverance. Think of it like brining or marinating. The content must permeate every fiber of its being. Boosh. Well then, that was an interesting beginning to the party. Now we're going to move on to the Believe in Your Own Magic Oracle deck, because I like it. I mainly use these in my Oracle Cards of the Day YouTube shorts because they're such positive vibes. And this channel is all about positive vibes first and foremost. I kind of wind up using the cards, like I was saying earlier, the whole life coaching babble, as a way to, you know, get the conversation going. It's kind of a form of storytelling. But what are the positive vibes to be shared today, to consider for the day? It's time for, oh my goodness gracious, are you kidding me, Castle? Hello. It's time for healing, not war. The war is behind us, right, fam? Boosh. Heck yeah, it is. Look at that. Look at that. How's that for a happily ever after, eh? Where's the bottom? There's the bottom. Okay. Boop. And well, they hang out over there. Aw, fam. Some good shit. Starting with 30. Don't burn something down to the ground unless you have a plan to build something better in its place. But it's too late for that, isn't it? You got angry. You pointed fingers. You called for war, and war was exactly what you got. Maybe not so much war, but did you bring on this tower moment? Was it time to move beyond what you've always known and finally do the things you've been wanting to do but haven't sparked life into yet until now? Did you call okay enough shit? Now that it's time for healing and reparations, what's your plan? You need to take the same initiative and determination you had when this started and figure it out. Never neglect your intuition. We're going to go backwards to number 9. I love this card so much, dude. No matter how hopeless you may be feeling at this moment, know this: you can and will survive whatever trials you've been put through. From the ashes of the past, you shall create a storybook ending filled with beauty and resilience. All future flames will cower when they hear the whisperings of your name. Boosh. That's all I'm saying, fam. That's all I'm saying. NBD, right? All right, clarification, man. No cards sticking in the deck. Sometimes cards don't want to come out of there, and I'm like, what are you doing in there, Ace of Cups? You just hanging for a minute? Needing to be a little coaxed out? Come here. All right, see, this is why I should just simply use my hello. Hi, how you doing there? Tabletop easel. Then I can in true form, I'm doing this, you know, just a little bit after waking. Don't mind me. Okay. Better. Oh. So whenever I see this card, the Four of Swords, I think, oh, gotta meditate more. Gotta meditate a lot freaking more. Like a lot more. Just when you think you're done, nah, fam, we're moving on to new levels. Okay. That feels good. I'm ready to cut the deck. Boop. Boopity boop. Ba-doop boop. Are you ready? Chapter 1. Oh, shit. Starting off with the Queen of Swords. We ain't fucking around today, fam. Let's do this. What's next? So, through all the trials and tribulations and everything, I'm hearing in my mind like the death of the ego. Because swords is like air, you know, like it's mental. Even the clouds in this are, you know, at least some say, and I agree, like, you know, can be symbolic of the mental state and such, right? No, little cute little puffy clouds. I love clouds. I think they're cool. But this is one of the few characters in this deck that we see with their sword pointing right up. There's no confusion. There's no imbalance happening. You know what I mean? A lot has been learned. This isn't the Nine of Swords. But it also isn't the 6, right? This is... You've learned a lot. We've learned a lot. And we've hit that stride, right? Do you, like, when people talk to you, are you just like, man, you are full of shit right now? Like, you just know it. You know when they venture from, you know, the actual story, the actual details that they were, you know, trying to give you into pathological lying territory, you know? Like, oh, now they're just going off the rails. Okay. Yeah. Mental clarity. Wow. She's like, dun, 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 dun. What's that Final Fantasy? Boop a doo boop 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 a doo. Nailed it. Well, okay then. Well, that just jumped out at me, so I guess that's next. I was about to babble, but all right. Guess not. I tend to feel different vibes when it comes to the Four of Pentacles. With this, it's more... This all has meaning. All this work, all of this growth, all of this clarity, it all has meaning. Like, it means something to us. It's not just good times. We've had a lot of those and we're not done yet. But it all has meaning. When your friends, your loved ones talk to you, their words have meaning for you. Building an empire, or whatever that may look like for you, it has meaning. You're not doing this for nothing. Hello, neighbor. Wherever you're going, be safe, I guess. Dang, they took off. It all has meaning. Be careful that it's not more than it should be. Don't put so much into like the material crap and stuff, you know, all those yada yadas. Have that balance. Don't let it control you, I think is the warning that I'm feeling with this one right now. It's a bit of a warning. Don't let it be the new thing that takes you over, that you lose yourself in. No more losing of thyself, okay? We didn't do this for nothing. No more losing of yourself. You're at the top of the... Like, sometimes it's like, are these actually being held by others that are like, fuck you for being at the top. Fuck you. Like, bitch, fuck around and find out. Why do you think I'm up here? Or are they just leaning up against the whatever, and this person is setting this one down with them? Because most of the time people talk about this like you're at the top of the world. What are you worried about when you're at the top of the world, right? Like trying to get a gift for someone's birthday or Christmas or whichever, and you're like, how do I get anything for this person? You know what I mean? Like, they have everything that they want. Instructions, I don't know. What do they need? Don't take yourself so seriously. It can have meaning without bogging you down, right? Don't be so worried about everything that you can't even enjoy it. You can't even enjoy your hopes and dreams being true. You can't even enjoy the aftermath of all of that growth, right? So, to me right now, this is, again, talking about that balance. Have your passions. Go ahead, be impervious to fire. But don't lose sight of the clarity. Don't lose that spine now that you've enacted it. You know what I mean? Now that you've infused it with so much wisdom, okay? But also, what's been really sticking out with me lately with him is that throne looks like actual gold to me. Like, yeah, this may be a slab of concrete underneath. Little buddy. But, you know, and you can say that this is like Leo energy. not, because at first I was thinking like just getting things done, but it's not the same as like an Aries. You know what I mean? It's more charismatic. I don't know. I don't know. There's still like looking forward to things. You know what I mean? It's almost like there's a little bit of a lean going on. Like they're lounging, sure, but they could get up and join the party at any time. Right? They can get up and knock somebody upside the head who's trying to mess around, you know. Fuck around and find out what I say. But it could go either way. But they're probably enjoying the shit out of themselves. Let's be real. Why would... Oh my goodness gracious. Well, hello there. With your own little buddy. So, the Queen of Wands is the Witch of the Tarot. Might as well have just flipped out the freaking Magician. Really noticing how there's sand over here, but there's water over here. There's a lot of golden, but then the blue robe comes down over here. And there's flowers. Sunflowers. Sunflowers face the direction of the sun, don't they? Usually. Just saying. Hey. Listen. Okay. All right. Wow. You may have a nice balance going on a wee bit. Just, there's a lot of feminine energy. And then there's this dude. But I mean, like, there's balance because, like, you're really getting in tune with yourself and with things and the nurturing of self and others and nature and whatever the divine is for you, source, the universe, your ancestors. You've really been like, that's what this is, all a part of it. Just saying. Right? Okay. How much of that... Because I'm going back to the castle idea. And how it can be very protective. And you can make it warm, I suppose, especially depending on where it is, right? But it's usually at the top of a mountain. And that, for me, personally, excuse me, I'm sorry, that's been a theme this week. We've only just begun. I know, it's only Tuesday when I'm filming this, but like, it just, there's some last bit stuff that we need to cry out, that we need to get out of our system so that we can have the true clarity and balance and wisdom that we need for this, so that it's not running the show. All the things that we're, you know, our hopes and dreams coming true. It probably involves some money, doesn't it, right? Like not having to worry about your bills, setting that shit to auto pay, you know? Not having to worry about the same things that you've been worried about, because that crap is in the past now, right? But that can be scary if that's all you know. If all you know is assuming the crash position, how are you supposed to be comfortable sitting like a normal person, you know? Who does that? Not me, really. Okay. But there's a message coming in, yo. Whether it's this one or not. Everyone always talks about this being one of the factors. Like, it's not the Knight of Swords, but you still have, like, the imagery of the thing. There's the Page of Wands. You still have the imagery of the wings on his helmet and feet. But to me, the horse just seems like they're prancing around. You know what I mean? Like, does it seem nice and shiny and too good to be true? I mean, yeah, a lot of times it is, right? But what if it's not? What if you need to stop second guessing yourself? Eh? Listen, one thing that I've been learning about shamanism is it can be a lot of things that are unseen that, like, people don't even realize you're going through. They're the, like, wounded warrior kind of healers who may find themselves in the emergency room a lot. For me, not that I consider myself a shaman, I feel like that, like, regardless of my genetics, I don't, you know what I mean? Like, I don't feel like, I don't know, I'm uncomfortable with just assuming the right to that, you know what I mean? But I'm usually the one taking the people, you know what I mean? Keeping them company, being there, holding their hands for the hours you have to wait, like getting the things to come up on my chart before even the doctors and the staff come talk to us, right? I've had to take my mom to the hospital a lot in the middle of the night, all alone. Just, okay, not singing that song right now, sorry. But it's very, there's a lot going on internally and a lot to do with the mind and self-control and trust. Sometimes it can be really difficult to trust the process, huh? Really freaking difficult. You know, our society has become such a, like, I need to see it to believe it. And I don't blame anyone for that. I get that. But don't discredit how you feel. Don't discredit your own experiences just because others are so quick to do that to people, right? Just because you've been bullied doesn't mean the bullies were right. They're dealing with their own crap. Their own crap. The thing about the wands is they're always like these budding, okay, I know that there's some naughty lore and stuff, we'll say lore, going on that people talk about when it comes to the dang wands. But for right now, we're going to talk about these budding staffs. They're never withered or petrified, are they? And this page is like looking at it like, oh, well, shoot. A question I've been asking myself lately a lot is, where to next? Where do we want to go next? What do we want to do next? I've really been wanting to go to the Berkshires, you know, in Massachusetts. I don't know why, but I've really been wanting to, like, just go camping there or something and just vibe out for a while. Maybe get some property, I don't know. I don't feel any need to bust out the other deck for clarification. I'm just going to go ahead and move on to the note card, like, prototype deck. Maybe, I feel like there's something else. There's something that I didn't get to. There's something that I might have missed or something. That was the next card. This reading feels like a big old warm hug, to tell you the truth. I don't know if you're a hugger, so equivalent, you know, whatever the equivalent is, we can both be respected. Because I'm quite the hugger, but I'm not here to pounce, you know what I'm saying? There have been many times where I felt like the moon is like, all right, keep your secrets, but this time it feels quite illuminated. It feels like I said, that's the I said what I said card. You are royalty. And you know it. And at some point, you're also going to know that it doesn't have to be a horrible human being providing genocide around the world. Right? What does royalty look like on you? That's what I want to know. Are you kind? Because they're taking care of entire kingdoms. They have their alliances. There's no competition going on here. I know that card can look a little... But remember, what if they're just being leaned up against there? What if they're putting down the staff? And they're like, okay, well, now that that's done, what, you know, this is the 7. It's not the 5 nor the 6 of Wands. Just don't lose sight. You've got a good thing going that you need to continue with. You know what to do. Lyrics to Kehlani's song, Not Used to It. It's hard to open up to you. It's hard to get close to you. I want it with everything in me to one day just say, I'm in love with you. Oh, hey. Okay, well, maybe I don't want to be so quick to be like, you got love coming in, boop, boop, a doo. But like, and it was, then Kehlani joined in and was like, listen, you're not used to this stuff. You're not used to the good stuff. You're not used to... Enjoy the silence while it lasts, fam. That's the bottom of that deck. You're not used to getting out of crash position and being able to stay out. You're used to crap coming at you from every angle. But the deal with that is back then, you were used to not knowing what to do, except now you do. What can really happen that you won't have an idea? You won't have a clue. You won't even know what resource to tap into to learn how to handle it, right? You know. I'm very happy to see that there's no 9 of Swords. We are beyond that now. Don't give up. You're not done yet. This isn't even your final form. Like, you're not done yet. Just open yourself up to learning how the other half lives is what's hit in my head. Learning what all of this great shit can mean for you. Now remember, it was brought up, one of the first cards we saw once I started playing with the tarot was a 4 of Swords. Meditate. Enjoy this breath of fresh air. Because it's not like it's going to be bad. It's just the Tower moment is ending. And things have been settling. The dust and all that, right? Trust that you know how to handle this. Do not fall back on unhealthy coping mechanisms, because just be open to life. Be open to experiencing. Be open to knowing that you're going to know when people are trying to sell you some bullshit. There's no confusion. You know how to handle it, and you're not losing sight of your hopes and dreams, your passions. The hard part is over. You know what to do. All right, fam? I love you, and I'll talk to you later.